The most difficult easy piece I ever played is the Sarabande from the Suite Bachwerkeverzeichnis 995 by Johann Sebastian Bach. If we only play the notes, it's not terribly difficult, but the music and understanding it actually is not that easy. The original key of the cello suite is C minor. Let's read what Johann Mattheson had to say to C minor. He is a contemporary of Johann Sebastian Bach, an opera singer and a theorist. And he wrote, C minor is an extremely sweet and also sad sounding key. Sweet and sad. Because the first quality wants to predominate too much in it, and one can easily get tired of that sweet sounding. Then it is not a bad thing to get some movement into it. Okay, let's see what Bach did. Well, if you know the piece, that Sarabande is not really allegro, it's quite sad. And the motion of the rhythm is not that rhythmical. But actually it has a lot of things in it that doesn't make you sleep. The form is simple, 1 + 1 + 2 beats. They are just in A2, and in B2 we have some alignment of melody notes in direct contact with create some movement that you shift easily from the 1 bar part in the 2 bar part. Listen to this in A2. So here we get from one part to the other without really interruption. Same in B2. More interesting than the form actually is the harmony. So next page, don't be afraid. At the beginning we have the A minor triad descending. We've inserted the G sharp as a leading note to the root A. And this creates a bit the suffering that a sad key C minor in original might have had. This is followed by the F. And the F makes the overall impression, so to say, as if it was an F major 7 chord. In the next bar we have the D minor triad. And again with the leading note to the root, and this time it's followed by a G sharp. This G sharp in D minor is really too dissonant, there's no relation to this. This G sharp already belongs to what is following in bar 3. It's part of this E7, that would be E7. There is an F in it, which is the B9, resolves the B9, the F, to the E at the end of the bar, when we return to the last bar. The interesting thing is that we have those dissonances, and in the moment that they create the feeling of a tonal center, this tonal center is put into doubt by the bass note. In the second bar, the last bass note is too early, so to say, because harmonically it belongs to what will be coming. And this is still, well, it tears the piece into pieces. So the sadness that there is no one calm feeling. And that is the kind of motion Mattheson probably meant when he said it's so sweet as a key. There has to be movement, and here the movement is created not by speed or by rhythm, but by harmony and by putting harmonically important notes in metrical strange places, this G sharp on the 3 of the first bar, as it depends to the next one. That's really interesting. in A2. Here we have the inversion of the melody. So to say, first we had melody followed by the bass. Now we have a bass followed by the melody. And the line is not descending but ascending. But anyway, we still have the arpeggio. In A2, the first bar 5 has A, C, F, and A. If we take this, we just have F major with the A in the bass. And they're enclosed in 4 notes in a kind of crossed motive, because if we take the 2 notes E and B, make a line, and F and A make a line, what we get is a cross. In that crossed motive, in the middle, there is enclosed the dissonance. Now we are playing guitar. At the end, if we leave what we can let ring, at the end of the bar we will have the F major triad with A and bass. Next bar. The 2 dissonant notes are not too dissonant actually, because the F here makes it a G7 chord, and the A is the 9 to the G, so not too dissonant. And then the cadenza. If you played only the notes in the black ring, what we would have is, and that all is perfect. So again, we have appoggiaturas, leading note, and a 4-3 connection. B1. So here is C major, first with the leading note, followed by the B flat. What here is interesting, we might have in ear still the B natural, which now is quite near to the B flat. That would be very dissonant if it still was there, but actually what we have is C major with the B, so made to dominant 7. Followed by A7. The strange thing is there is no A at all. This could be A major 7. But it's not, because, well, it is or it's not, I don't know. There's no A at least, so we don't have the root. It could make an A7, followed by the E. And this E again belongs to the next bar, where we have G minor with the 6 in the bass, this E, which passes to the A that was lacking before. And in some way in this bar we have both the chords G minor 6 and A7, but actually not all together because it's a melody. What is interesting, that the C sharp, which belongs to A7, is played earlier than the D, which belongs to the G minor 6. Interesting. And what we get is C sharp D, which already was here in A7, 1 bar earlier, and which will be again in the last bar. So 3 times C sharp D. Let's see how it's in the last time. We have A, G in C sharp, perfect A7, which resolves to, there are new strings, so which resolves to D minor at the end. Okay, let's hear that again. Nice. Now we have D7 with again 2 notes enclosed that are dissonant to D7. Now on the next bar, 14, we have E7, and again the most dissonant notes, well, the D is just the -7th, so it's not too dissonant to our modern ears, but anyway, in that time it is a dissonance that had to be resolved. Next bar, F major 7, but it's hard to notice because both the D sharp and the E, the leading note and the resolution. So we are used to hear this as a dissonance and that's as a solution, but actually the E in F is the major 7th, which still is dissonant. So there's a solution, but the dissonance persists. And what we have in overall is some kind of F major 7 chord. Leading to E. And again we have E major with the 2 dissonances enclosed. B3, the last part, A minor regularly. Again a leading note, but not to the root, but to the D. Followed by the F sharp, which is really far away. But if we combine all the notes, the F sharp and the A minor, we get an A minor 6, which is not terribly dissonant. Going to the E7, B9. F, the B9 resolves with the last note in the bar to E7. And then quite normal, A minor, D minor, E major, and A minor. Played in this way, it's too normal and too, well, boring. That's not Bach. What does he do? Appoggiatura, leading note to A, leading note G sharp to A, but the A that's following to some mean doesn't resolve the thing because we are used to resolve a half step up. Here we don't do this. We have the A in the bass, and then again an appoggiatura il D to C. At this point we have an A minor, and the very last note resolves the G sharp. Really, really nice. Now, we are guitarists. I try to make that perceivable to the ear that these chords are in. The violoncello has not the same possibilities as the guitar has to maintain notes in order to let them combine to chords. We can do that, and my fingering tries to do this very much. So if you like to try my fingering, just subscribe to the newsletter and you get access to my Dropbox where you can find the music of this beautiful piece and my fingerings. Okay, here is the concert version. Consider to subscribe to the channel and to give me a thumb up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.